Hello everybody, this is KUrtisTheMasterMcCoy with Clan the White Lotus, and I'm doing another walkthrough through M11 4. Kinda got a late start, I'll try to do this really fast. We have Chandra's Outrage, Deathmark, Pyroclasm, Liliana Spectre. It's between the Outrage and the Spectre. I want to say Outrage, but we're passing a Pyroclasm too. We're not really passing a lot of black. So I'm going to go with the Outrage. I don't know if it's correct. I think if I had more time to think. I guess it doesn't really matter because Pack 2 we're getting another Outrage, so we get kind of lucky with that. And we're probably going to table Reverberate. Things to note, we're passing a lot of blue, Water Serpent Preordained, Aether Adept, which is my pet card, like I say in all my videos. I want to take it too, but I know I'll get 8 in the forums. We're going to take Chandra's Outrage here. It's not really a close pick. The best card. Stick to our red color. Alright, we have Stormfront Riders, Fiery Hellhound, Chandra's Spitfire, I believe is the name of it, and the Bomb. This card's really good, unless you're playing against me. Like, I don't know, it's a million mana. I don't like it. I mean, I understand you win if it resolves, but we have a really good start, so I don't understand why we wouldn't just keep our deck consistent and good as we would. We already passed an Aether Adept, and if we ship this, we could probably lock the other person in blue. Then we're going to take the Spitfire. We have two Chandra's Outrages that go along with the Spitfire, so Spitfire is going to be the pick here. If there wasn't a Spitfire, I would take the Riders over the Leviathan, so we're going to take Spitfire. I mean, I don't know if there was much really to discuss about that pack, but we just keep getting rewarded and more and more and more. We're taking the Pyromancer here. There's no other really good cards. I mean, if it wasn't there, I would take the Bloodthorn Vampire because he's really good in black-red. You can take the Threatens and threaten their creature, sacrifice it with Vampire. Yeah, this isn't close at all. I mean, this draft has been pretty straightforward. We got a Howling Banshee, 5th pick. That card's really good, especially in our aggro deck. That card fits our theme very well. That or Giant Growth. And we're going to go with Howling Banshee. Not close at all. This is actually one of the best starts I've had to a deck in this format. Alright, we have Stabbing Pain, Berserkers, and Necrotic Plague. We're probably taking Necrotic Plague here. Stabbing Pain is really good in our deck, but you can do some disgusting things with Necrotic Blood. Like, that's one of my pet cards. It's really good, and I'm usually happy to see it. Alright. We have nothing. I mean, we can kind of do some nasty tricks with Spitfire and Goblin Tunneler. So I guess I'll take the Tunneler. Like, we might get a Bloodthorn Vampire. Some crazy things with the Tunneler. I'm going to take the Lava Axe here over the Bog Raiders. Bog Raiders won't be on my deck main game 1, where Lava Axe will, especially in red-black. I love having the ability to just get through there. I'm going to take Deathmark here. It's the best card, and it's going to make our main deck. I'd say 95% of my decks. I will say 90% of my decks have main deck Deathmark. I mean, if I need to cut cards, I can cut it. But this is a really good start. 2 Outrages, Necrotic Plague, Howling Banshee, the Spitfire, the Pyromancer. I like our deck. Good start, good start. See if we can keep up with it. See how it ends up. What do I want to see? I like the 2-2 for 2. You can sack to deal damage. I don't know the name of him, but he's pretty good. Man, I wish I could stack damage. Actually, I did an invasion block draft with some friends in Paper Magic not too long ago, and we're gonna take the Goblin Bloom. No, we're not. We're gonna hate the Silvercoat Lion actually. I'm just gonna hate that. I don't like the Goblin card. This pick's pretty straightforward. Fiery Hellhound, he's really good. If you saw my last draft. Fog Raiders for the sideboard. Hating that. I don't want to see that card against me. But I was saying I did an invasion block draft, and we were actually like mana burn and stacking damage were legal because I opened my first pack and I was like, man, this card is sick if you can stack damage. And like Savage Gorillas and all those cards, like you really need to be able to stack damage in that format. Like they've changed limited now that you can't stack damage, which is cool. Alright, we got Cyclops. That guy is so good. Oh my god. Our deck is so good. This is one of those decks where you usually lose round one, you get frustrated. It's unfortunate. Gladiator. He's a 4 mana 4/4, and he 2-for-1s at worst. Actually, his worst is like killing a creature you can't deal with. He's gonna be the pick here. There's a Gravedigger. If he wasn't in the pack, I'd take the Gravedigger or the Deathmark, but he is in the pack. You got a Lightning Bolt. There's also a Jason Ingenuity. I hate passing cards like that. It's unfortunate. But I hope I table with Lava Axe. I'm going to take the Lightning Bolt. And hopefully I'll table with Lava Axe. I really don't like facing Jason's Ingenuity. The card is so good. Alright, we have Bloodthorn Vampire, Champion Vampire, Mind Rot, Rise from the Grave, Goblin Piker. I guess this is a tough pick. I think I'm going to take Bloodthorn Vampire because in red-black you can get threatened and just go crazy and combo off and do some crazy things, and we'll be tabling a Visara Seer. So I'm going to take the Bloodthorn Vampire here. Plus if you get the Skeleton you can do some nasty tricks. Ember Hauler. I'm very happy opening him. I mean, I can rare draft, but I'd rather just try to make this the most absurd thing possible. And we got my favorite card in red-black, Fire Servant. I don't care if you say Assassinate sucks, especially in red-black. Fire Servant, Lava Axe, Pena. Plus we have 2 Chandra's Outrages and a Lightning Bolt. And pack 2 we're probably going to open up a Corrupt. For pack 3, so I want one more Fire Servant, and I'll be very happy. But I'm going to go ahead and pause it after this next pick and start my video up for part 2 because I know YouTube only lets you do 10 minutes. So after this next pick I'm going to pause. There's our Active Treason. We're going to take that. It's really good in these kind of decks and you can combo with Bloodthorn. But that'll be our pick and you'll see the rest in a second.